Hello, and it's been a while since I posted, but I'm gonna post again. So here's a art video because I haven't done one of those in a while. Well, I was actually my last video before my other one, which was a update video, which I blew for almost a year now. So, but hey, here we are. So this video is a full like thought process through of trying to understand how to just trying to understand rendering metal. You know what I mean? So it's not just shading. It's just not lighting, and it's just not shading. It's just not lighting. It goes more into it. So I have two. I copy pasted the same thing here to better illustrate it. So I really started to like try to understand it more, at least as of late. Not as of late, as of at least last year. And what really helped me was when I did my art studies using half stored screenshots. I have one of them up there. I will show it later. But to start to try to illustrate, so I have these two examples on the screen. I am going to use the left one as the how I did it beforehand. This one is I'm going to try to like illustrate the example of how to try currently. In our layer, this uh, use this layer, and I'm gonna try to illustrate this. Try to illustrate for like last year. How I would use it. I was doing. We're gonna try to do the same thing. The light's gonna come in through right side. Shade, the more the shade, dark spots are gonna be on the left side. You know what I mean? So how I would do it beforehand. This is probably gonna be somewhat video, but art takes it. It is what. Hey, maybe I'll have maybe like usually do scales, at least not as much as I used. That's because I wasn't haven't been. So something like this. So you're starting to get the picture. So got this. Now we're gonna add in the lighting. So I'll also do then just to make just this side wider, and then add white dots. White dots. So so you got something like this. pretty simple. And you know, and I just want to preface this: doing simple shading, like nothing wrong with that. Like nothing wrong. It all just depends on art style. I'm not gonna knock anyone for fucking doing a simple shading or like rendering style. This is more or less for me. This is more or less for me trying to better my own craft at it. Now with that being said, so now we got the lighting thing. I'm gonna do some extra to like better like enunciate like shading and where lighting's going. Add a little darker one. It's all pretty much on the same, you know, like same shade of blue, a shade of like bluish gray. So it's more just on the same like same color wheel as you can by the. It's all been generally around like well contained. Just keep it simple. This is what we're doing. So and then what I would do after, take the blending tool, start pull. Not so what also fucking 10 when I bring this, so I don't know. I should have like recorded this earlier, but it is what. So now we got this. So this is how I would do it beforehand. And maybe sometimes I would do it just just to speed things up. So now I'm gonna go to other one, try to render it different. So it really depends. At least from what I've learned, it depends on where you're at, where what the like lighting direction. That's important, but it also depends on other things like the ground, like your the side, the wall, all that stuff. So we're gonna do the same side lighting wise, but we're gonna do some air. The Let's just what is gonna be like a dirt ground, like dirt ground, yeah. But you know what I mean, like a whitish brown or sandy-ish ground. So I'm gonna do the layers in this case. So when I did the shading on that part, it was mainly contained to like just like this one sort of like shade of blue, right? So, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually go to this color. Start doing shade. Go to like we're gonna go red. We're gonna do the first, so we have a better idea where to find it. So instead of using this, I'm paintbrush. Sure. And actually, I'm gonna just take off the. Gonna just gonna work on this. So, wait, another way to do it. Instead of just using like one like color wheel, like one like different shades of gray on the same, like a different color. You can already see like there's more of a there's like a somewhat somewhat of a difference. Like the other one, it was more like a cool color sense. You know what I mean? It's like it's like that's like the color theory, and I haven't really played it despite being trying and all that. That's like whole color theory thing. That's pretty. That's somewhat. I should learn it just so I can better learn better like my stuff. But that's I'll just something I'll think about. So here we go. We got a basic little like shading part, and you compare it to here. This one a little more cool colored, like you know what I mean. This one's a little bit more. I don't know how like proper, but you see the difference already. So now and secondary base darker color. So now we got more like now it's starting to more come together. But we're not done yet. We're gonna blend this together. Now we got this right. Now we got this, but but it's not but it's not done per se. We got a little more. What's I missed? Yeah, so we got this so far right, but still more like we gotta go even more. Change the give it a little. Yeah, better illustrate what we don't need to do. Just Also, but it's getting more in depth, right? It's starting to get more in depth, and point is just like that I've learned is just it's not all just like on one color wheel. Now I could have just TLDR'd that like at the start of the video, but it didn't come to mind then. And these is what it is. But you get right to do this, it'll come to you. It'll click. Like when you or you or you see like the scale like entirely one dimensional. Now you got all that. We're gonna add in the next part, which is gonna be the lighting. We're gonna go back to blue, but it's not the same shade of blue. We're gonna go. That'd be more. Do the lighting. So the way it is gonna be like it's gonna like be like a generally where like for like more reflective. Like the thing changes the how reflective your surface. But this is with no reps. Working on no reps. But you already see the difference. You already see the difference. So it's a lot more in depth. So you got this using just simple like this is like I said. This is how I used to do it. How I'm trying to do it. So you got this right, but it's still not done. But yeah. So now we got this right. So we went from this to this. Take out the lighting, right? We went from this and we add on the line boom. Oh, now we're gonna smooth it all out. Start blending it all together. So merge the white. Alright. But yeah, so there we go. So you have this, which like I said before. Plus, it was in a rush though, because I don't want to make this video like 2 hours fucking long. So you got this, right? Simple, like two, three, four colors max. Whereas this one, again, it's depends on your scenery and all that, but this one's multiple colors and different colors, like different like it's not like the same like it's just not different shades of gray. You got blues, you got light blue, you got white, you got just like you just got multiples. So you got fucking shade of violet here. You got like a reddish brown here. You got whitish. You got like a brownish gray here. Actually that's kind of mute. You got you got this color right here. Yep, just combine all of them and just make it into that. Like this is not automatically better than the other. I want to preface that. This is not automatically better than that. And this is just more or less just trying to work through like more ways of like rendering, at least in this case, armor. Like rendering metal. Because it's not a simple job like this. You can make it a simple job like that if that's your style and all that, but for my intentions, I want to try to aim more towards the one on the right than the one on the left. Now, this part's set, so I'm gonna give you two art examples. I'm gonna show you one that I made back in 2023. That kind of hurts to say because it's already been three years, but I started drawing the year before that. So I started digitally drawing. I started seriously digitally drawing like the year before in 2022, and I made this piece in 2023. So I want to show you this piece right there. So this piece I made, August. Yeah, I made this like midway through, so it's almost been 3 years. But the point I want to make is just the armor rendering. So it's a lot of skills, but just look at like it's the color selection I want you to keep at when it comes to like drawing, like rendering the armor. So as you can see here, it was more or less in that first style that I showed you in the scale comparison, right? Just simple, like 1 to 2 colors, but that one, or in this case, just one, and the little white dots. Now, if I try to do the other one on this one, this piece, I mean, it already took like fucking two, like 3 months generally to like fucking get all this done. But it's just to give you put in your mind like the fucking like the just the like rendering metal sort of like idea like I'm trying to like illustrate with this video. So you got this, right? This was 2023. So now I'm going to show you the other example I'm going to show you. This was from December of 2025. Big difference. Big difference. So you got this. This was one of the Willy drawings I've made when I was playing the Half Sword demo. So I just took a screenshot, and this is why art studying is also important, because this is where like you gotta learn from somewhere. So I took a screenshot, and this was the original screenshot, right? Got all of this, but you see how the light is 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 shown on the armor, right? The dark parts and the light parts. So when I studied it, did my rendition of it, this is what I came up with. Got this. It's generally the same. Now, this one's not like a 1-to-1. I did add some things, details that were missing. Like there's no belt per se here. Like as refined here as tall as it is here. But I did what I did. You got this, and you just see how it generally winds up how like the setting is. Like you got the ground here. Boom. Right there. You got a little blood thing here. See here. White is coming from up top, and it's generally the arena. So you can see the roofs. You can see the roof and the ceiling of the arena, and you can see the sun that's basically here. The rest of the sky is here. So this is why it's important to study these things, if of course that's what you're aiming for. But even then, you should just do it regardless, just so you can just do more, like try different things. I made 12 of these Willy drawings, and it helped improve me in terms of like rendering like metal and just rendering in general. But I just wanted to illustrate this like make this video to try. This is more like it's kind of like it's like a one end is like a just something for you guys to like see and apply to your works. It on the other hand, it's also good for me to look back on, try to improve on my work because you're always improving. You always gotta improve. You always gotta work. Like you always gotta work on drawings. You always gotta improve. It's staying stagnant. It's not good for the mentals or your craft. So it's always good to experiment. It's always good to try and make more stuff. Try different stuff. Try a different style. You know what I mean? But I don't want to rag on for too long, but this is basically it. This is the video. I hope you get something out of this. If you want to see more videos like this and you want to support my work, both video-wise and art-wise, you can follow my Twitter. I don't really post there as much as I used to. I post more on Blue Sky. That's where I post my art at. You can also You can also just subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment your thoughts, comment your like video ideas. Both this channel and the secondary channel. I have a secondary channel which I just post like whatever on there. I just post random stuff on there, so you can just post random ideas if you want there. And for all the stuff I do, you can also, if you are financially stable, you can and are willing. I do have a Patreon, and for like $1 a month, you can have access to my entire safe for work catalog that I have. At least that I have posted so far, because the more people I have, the better, less excuse I have to not post on there. So boom, there it is. Just $1, you have like access to like a whole fucking archive of whatever I post on there, just in case like the social medias get nuked. But hopefully that doesn't happen. And plus, there's always gonna be a place. It's always gonna be there in case you need to go look for something. So boom, there you go. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you in the next video. Wherever, which channel it will be, and whenever it will be. It will come eventually, but I don't know when. Yeah, peace out.